Welcome back, everyone. Well, here we are. We're on the cusp of a new decade. Yes, 2019 is behind us, whether that be good or bad, and we're looking forward to a new year, a new decade, a new season of opportunities. I wanted to take this time to just give you a bit of a rewind to what the channel has been like over the past year. There's been lots of things going on, lots of adventures, lots of personal growth. I'm so happy to share that with all of you, and I really appreciate all of your views and your kind comments. And you guys are just the best community out there, and we're continuing to grow. Let's get right into it. What was 2019 like at the Wild Yam? Check it out. My goal this year is to eat a lot of wild food and forage as much as I could, and I reached my goal. From foraging mushrooms to really upping my game in terms of eating lots of interesting wild food, to making my own beer out of spruce tips, and eating some moose meat, which is a first for me. It was extremely delicious, and I thank my friend Joe for that treat. I really pushed myself to the limit this year. One of my biggest accomplishments was spending a lot of time outdoors this winter. So spending some solo time at the cabin during a huge blizzard. And of course, who could forget my winter camping trip at -30, having a great time out there with family and pushing myself to the limit and knowing that I could survive a night in the cold. I spent some time ice fishing during the polar vortex. That was a real treat just to kind of relax on the ice. In the spring, I challenged myself to a 12-kilometer canoe race that was exhilarating, and I can't wait to do it again next year. There's a lot of growth at the cabin this year. The alarming cancellation of a tree planting program on Ontario led me into high gear to plant lots of trees here at the cabin. About 90 trees were planted this spring. And also a big change at the cabin was the building of the shower house. What a game changer now to be inside, to use the shower and the toilet. Don't have to use the old shower house in the field anymore. It was also the year where we started collecting rainwater for the shower and for use around the property. It's also been the first year for using the propane heater at the cabin, and it's been a real asset on those cold winter nights. Just figured I'd insert a random clip of bacon here, because what's cabin life without a bacon-filled breakfast? The channel this year has grown tremendously as well. Did you know that this year at the Wild Yam, I've had 1.4 million views of my channel. We have 7,600 new members to the Wild Yam community and almost 140,000 hours of watch time of the channel. And right now, as of the filming of this video, we have a total of 17,300 members of the Wild Yam community. How cool is that? The channel, of course, had tremendous growth this year, and I took you to whole new perspectives on the channel by acquiring a drone. I think that's going to be a game changer for the channel. I want to show you all of my adventures here at the cabin and beyond. I'm really excited to really up my game with the channel in the coming decade. Of course, I've taken you on adventures near and far this year, which I really look forward to doing as well next year. This year I had a lot of fun doing collaborations on the channel again. And speaking of collaborations, you remember this time last year I introduced you to Justin Barbour, an extraordinary adventurer in Newfoundland, and he introduced us to his huge expeditions that he's undertaken over the past several years when I interviewed him. And in that interview he alluded to the fact that he was going to be writing a book, and there'll be a children's book written about his epic adventure. And sure enough, here we are a year later, and the books are written and they're on the market right now for you to check out. So Justin was kind enough to send me his book. As you can see here, I won a contest of his online, and he sent me his book, and let me tell you, it is awesome. It is such a page turner. I was so happy to have some nice Christmas reading this year, and this book did not disappoint. So thank you, Justin, for this wonderful book. May you have a wonderful year with lots of fun adventures ahead. If you guys are interested in checking out his book, I'll put a link down below. And don't forget, any of the videos I featured in today's Rewind, the links will be down below so you don't miss any. I wish all of you a safe, happy, and healthy 2020. I hope it's the best year yet. See you next year.